The boat. You just got a new yacht.
We got a new yacht.
How is it? I haven't seen
So
it
far,
yet.
it's great. You need to come take a tour.
I want to see.
I mean, it's just the yacht that has the things that I wanted on it. The last yacht that you went on didn't have any bow seating. You know what I mean? Bow seating.
Yeah, sure, in the
seat in
front,
the front with a table, and you relax, and you're cruising, and you see all the water coming, and you're parting the seas like Moses. You ever see a boat like this go down the ocean? It's parting the sea. It's like a bee, and you see the water just going away.
What did you pay for the yacht?
Out the door, it ended up costing me $4.8 million.
And how much is it worth?
I'd say that boat's about a $6+ billion boat.
What does it cost per month to operate a boat like that?
I mean, I don't have any payments on it, but, you have a captain. A boat like that, you need a full-time captain. So a full-time captain's going to charge you, a good captain's going to charge you about $1,000 a foot a year.
$1,000 a foot?
Yeah.
So how many feet is that?
92.
So it's 92 grand.
And I got a break. Test them out.
That's interesting. People say, though, that boats are, what do they say? It's like,
if it flies or floats, you're supposed to rent it.
Right.
Yeah.
I did rent boats for a long time, but, once you get to a certain income level, where it's not going to hurt you to own a yacht, you want your privacy. It's just like a house. You buy a house, you rent a house. Some people rent, some people buy. Some people say, I have to buy. I want my own place. I want to own this thing. And plus, with my own boat, I go wherever I want. I ain't got to schedule nothing with some other body's boat. I like owning a boat. It's one of the things that, the quality of my life.
And what's the purpose of this house that we're in right now?
It's a boat house. You got to park the boat somewhere. So I parked the boat at the house. Why? Because it makes sense. So it's cheaper to me to keep the boat here at this house than just take that boat to a marina and pay.
It's cheaper to keep it here than at a marina?
How? Because if you sold the house, you put this in a muni bond, wouldn't that just pay for the...
A place that I would have to keep that boat would cost me a couple $100,000 a year.
Really?
So you bought a house for it?
Well, yeah, I have a house that serves its purpose. So, I save a couple $100,000 a year docking, and I'd rather just have the house.
Why don't you Airbnb?
Plus, with that, if I go to a dock, I ain't got the pool, I ain't got the privacy. You ain't got a house you can use. I could Airbnb this sucker for probably $1,000 a night.
Why don't you?
I'll let you stay here for $9.99.
That's a good deal.
I mean, because I ain't got time, for that. I mean, I don't live near here. Some things just not worth my time or aggravation. Maybe my cabin gets good, but then with the boat here, I don't think I want Airbnb. Because if my boat's sitting here while they're partying or whatever, I don't feel good about that. I don't like strangers. I don't trust strangers.
For this
But the
boat,
boat's great. The boat's great. It has everything I need. The last boat, you remember, you were on it. It didn't have the bow seating. It had that kind of closed-in upstairs, which really benefited the captain. It didn't have the outdoor entertainment area upstairs, top deck like this one.
Yeah.
It didn't have an on-deck master where I could just walk onto the boat and without going down the stairs to my room. I got my room all in the front. It didn't have...
Do you want to go bigger?
No.
This
boat's the right size for me. I could buy bigger, but this boat's the perfect size. Not too big, not too small. Just right. And it's newer, much newer boat, and it's classier, and I like it. It's got a garage. Put the tender in the garage instead of having it sitting on the platform. It takes me up a notch, okay? This boat is a notch up. It's like going from B class to A class, okay, in that size range.
Is there any other luxury in life that you want that you don't have? Because I remember the boat seemed to be the last thing.
I got the boat. I'm happy with the plane I got. And,
Cars?
I got a new Rolls Royce. I traded a couple of cars, a Ferrari and a Dawn for a nice Phantom. I got the nicest car you could drive. I mean, I'm just going to sell my house and shrink down to a small house. That's it.
How big of a house, how nice of a house are you going to be moving into?
No more than about 4,000 tops.
On the beach?
No, I hate the beach.
Really?
I want a house on the coastal. She likes the beach, but I like in the coastal water. It'll be on the water.
Yeah.
It'll be in the coastal water. Maybe keep a small boat behind here and move home.
Why don't you move into like this house?
Why don't I move into this house? Because it's too far from where my base operations is right now. I'm not ready to make that move. Once I get my portfolio adjusted, then yeah, I can live on a boat all year round.
So this is in Fort Lauderdale area.
Yeah.
And then your base of operations is in Clearwater area.
Okay.
Why don't you buy a house that you can dock this boat at in Clearwater?
Doesn't work like that.
Clearwater is not a yachting place.
There's
Clearwater is a fishing type boating place. you're too far from everything. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do but fish. I mean, here I could shoot right out here. 2 hours, I'll be in the Bahamas. I go to West Palm Beach. I go to Miami. I can go Hollywood. This is a boating community. This is a boating mecca.
How much does it cost in gas? Total cost of running to go to like Bahamas. How much?
100 gallons an hour.
100 gallons an hour?
And I just bought gas today. I couldn't believe how cheap it was. My diesel was only $2.60 a gallon. Guy comes here with a truck, he fills up the tank. So fine. If it's at least a 3-hour safely, I'd say ride. Play it safe.
So you're paying about $1,000.
So
yeah, $600 to get there, $600 back. So you're paying about $1,200 in gas.
There you go. But gas used to be $4 a gallon. And when you go to Bahamas, it's $5.
Wow.
Why do some people that have money for a good portion of their lives never feel wealthy?
I don't know. I mean, it's a personality. I mean, do I feel wealthy? Yes.
At what point did you feel wealthy in your life?
Comfortably wealthy. Huh?
At what point did you finally feel wealthy in your life?
100 million.
100 million? It was what it took to feel wealthy.
To feel like I didn't have to worry about anything major happening. You got to understand, I may have had 100 million, but I probably owed 300 million. When you start becoming equal with the bank, then you're pretty good. And when you start becoming worth more than what your loans are, then you're even better. But borrowing money is a way to save taxes. Because the more you borrow, the less you make, the less taxes you pay. Okay, real quick. If I go out tomorrow, and I buy a building, or let's say I own a building. Tomorrow I go out and I refinance a building and pull $1 million out of it, right? Fine. I owe the bank another $1 million. That $1 million is going to cost me roughly about $60,000 a year, right? So now that $60,000 a year is going to come off of my income that I made that I can write off, right? So the place made $100,000 a year. Now it's only going to make $40,000 a year because I'm giving the bank $60,000, $1 million bucks. So now I'm going to write off that money and only pay tax on the $40,000. But what am I going to do with that $1 million? I'm going to put it in tax-free muni bonds at 5. So now I'm going to get paid $50,000, right? But the $50,000 is non-taxable. It's $50,000. If I would have made the 60 that I'm giving the bank, I would have had to pay tax on it, 37%. You guys follow that?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, by borrowing money from the bank, you eliminate your tax bill if you properly invest it.
But the muni funds could go down.
The value could go down, but they're always going to pay you.
True.
They're going to pay you whatever the agreed rate is. Whatever that muni bond says it's paying you when you buy it based on that price, whether it's par or below or above, that's the rate you're going to get. So, yeah, the funds rates could probably change. But, that's what you do to limit. The more you borrow, the better, providing you reinvest the money you borrowed in a vehicle like muni bonds that are going to eliminate your tax on the same money. Give the money to the bank, take the money the bank gave you, put it in muni bonds, tax-free, and now you eliminated 37%, or California, 50% of the 60,000, which would be 30,000.
Yeah, I understood that.
He understands that. I don't think you'll ever understand.
That's interesting. Honestly, I never even thought about that.
And by the way, quick thanks to our sponsor, CyberGhost VPN, for sponsoring this video.
CyberGhost is one of the most trusted VPNs out there, with over 38 million users worldwide and over 20,000 strong reviews on Trustpilot.
Using a VPN is one of the simplest ways to protect your online privacy. Like, a lot more eyes are watching your online activity than you think.
And of course, even incognito mode does not stop it. Your internet provider, your work or school network, and even your home Wi-Fi router can still track what you're doing.
CyberGhost helps by encrypting your online data and running it through their secure servers. You just pick from over 100 locations before you browse.
It also lets you access geo-restricted games and content from over 40 streaming platforms, including Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney+. And here's a little special sauce I'll sprinkle on top. Changing your location can actually help you find better deals online.
CyberGhost works on all major devices like Mac, Apple, iOS, and Android, and you could protect up to 7 devices at the same time.
And guys, if you're thinking about it, using our link in the description gets you their absolute best deal at $2 $4.03 per month, plus 4 months for free, which is 84% off.
They also offer a 45-day money-back guarantee, so it's risk-free to try it out. We like it enough to recommend it to all of you watching.
Once again, the link is down below in the description. Thank you so much to CyberGhost for sponsoring this episode.